Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this from Smoke. I don't think it's commonly understood how much in the plans Ripple and Stellar are in the minds of the financial elite, while they are restructuring cross-border payments internationally. The only two crypto companies illustrate it. You know, you are not only invested in the fourth industrial revolution, you're also invested in what the elites see as the future. They already see Ripple and Stellar playing an important role in the new financial system. And that's why I'm always telling you, if you don't know what you're holding, you will sell way too soon. If you understand how big this actually is, you will never sell all your XRP. Here's Christine Lagarde from the IMF explicitly mentioning Ripple and Stellar back in 2019. This was before she went to the ECB.
Customers. So that's where I see changes happening now. If you think of Circle and Ripples and all those, that's where they are active and helpful.
They already knew back in 2019 how disruptive Ripple and Stellar were going to be to the current financial system. They already knew that this shift was eventually going to happen. Here's Christine Lagarde today. Crypto regulations will reach the price stability that we all want in short order.
I'm here in Niigata in Japan on the occasion of the G7 meeting. Now, I'm holding these beautiful peonies grown by the Japanese farmers around here. Now, this is the lovely time of the trip. Then after that, it's going to be 2 days of non-stop meetings, and we will be discussing anything like CBDC, regulation of cryptos, financial stability, of course the macroeconomic environment, and it's a good occasion for me to discuss with other colleagues, to compare notes, and to see how we can make the world a little bit more stable and reach this price stability that we very much want to arrive at in short order.
That's why I think we are going to see regulations early this year. I think it's going to happen by spring here in the United States. And it's going to be worldwide, global crypto regulations. Happy New Year. Institutions are actively documenting that 2025 will be the year we will see regulation in the United States that clarifies the statutes of crypto assets. Regulatory clarity is coming. But this is the benefits that come with it, enabling institutional allocations to the crypto asset class. Easier banking access for crypto projects, clarity on regulatory requirements for different token types, reduced legal overhead for crypto businesses, revigorating of innovation, investment, and a move of talent into the industry. Everything is going to happen very quick because we got to make up for the last 4 years of the crypto crackdown. New RLUSD advisory board member and former chair of the FDIC, Sheila Bair, emphasizes that the new regulatory structure will help separate the good from the bad and the regulated from the cowboys or worse out there. Brad Garlinghouse predicted years ago that 99% would not make it. Similarly to the dot-com bubble, it's all about use cases. Like I keep telling people, if your crypto does not solve a problem or have utility, most likely it will not be with us going into the future. We are going to be left with a handful of cryptocurrencies that are really going to be expensive cryptocurrencies because the money's going to shift from the meme coins into actual utility. And new investors, anybody that hasn't got to crypto yet, they're going to be left behind. You know, there's a short window left to get invested into crypto because this is the year that everything is going to happen. Monetary reforms are carried out on a weekend with no prior warning. Central banks could initiate the reset as effortlessly as wiping out international debt on a Sunday afternoon, resetting the balance sheet to zero. This will mark the start of a new financial era. Everybody always said, when is that flip of the switch moment going to happen? It's going to come without warning. People still sitting on the sidelines. Well, I'm going to wait until alt season really amps up. Then I'm going to put my money in. I'm going to wait until XRP achieves a new all-time high. Then I'll invest in XRP. When this switch happens, you're either holding or you are left behind. And they're going to do this when no one expects it to happen. You're just going to wake up one day and a new financial system is going to be in place. It's been building out for a decade. How much time do you think is left? Anybody telling you it's not going to happen until 2030, they are sadly mistaken. We are going to see this change happen very quick. It could start with a major collapse of the current financial system, leading us into the new financial system. Or they just flip a switch. We went from analog to digital, and it could happen that quick. That's why you always have to be holding XRP. The Federal Reserve will adopt the ISO 222 in a single-day implementation on March 10th, 2025. Now guess which crypto coin is ISO 222 certified for cross-border payments? It's XRP. I also expect the Fed to work with XLM, XDC as well, and Hedera, HBAR. HBAR is already tied in with the Fed. But you know, once this happens, we're going to see these cryptocurrencies start to gain a lot of momentum from that. And it's a single day implementation. So when everything goes live, it's going to happen quick, come without a warning, and happen when you least expect it. You always got to be holding XRP. Big breaking. Last week, Cambodia's central bank approved the use of stablecoins while reinforcing its ban on Bitcoin. This week, Ripple chairman Chris Larsen, known for his anti-Bitcoin stance, held talks with Prime Minister. Ripple's XRP continues to dominate headlines in 2025 with strategic global moves. XRP is prepared for $189 in 2025. Why didn't they just say 589? But you see what's going on in the world. Countries that are talking about a Bitcoin reserve, I think it's all about hype right now. Keep that hype going. Keep people out of these important cryptocurrencies. Get them into the distraction while the disruption happens. Because you see how other countries are so against the hype. They know XRP is going to fix their financial system. It's going to offer a level playing field. And that's what every single country wants. They'll all agree on a bridge currency and a trust layer. But they no longer want to be held down by the US dollar. That's why all the countries are shifting towards the BRICS. But you could see where this is going from here. The Brazilian CBDC, DREX, wants to use Interledger Protocol for interoperability. It's the Holy Grail. Take a listen.
I see also two very important aspects of interoperability. One is the interoperability. We would like to have interledger composability. That would be the Holy Grail of the DLT space.
Interledger Protocol is an absolute game changer. And as that starts to get put in place, it is going to be absolutely incredible for XRP holders. Now, in that previous video, I talked about central bank digital currency. I still think the US is going to have one. They're going to call it a stablecoin. But the reason I'm not a fan of central bank digital currency is because of this right here. This comes from Cyprus. Everyone thought you will own nothing and be happy was a conspiracy theory. Now it's becoming more and more of a reality. So you see how they first get you tied in with central bank digital currency. One thing you do not need to pack for your holiday is cash. Several years ago, digital payments already achieved a level of accessibility, inclusiveness, and resilience that governments could scrap mandatory acceptance of cash, and most central banks are phasing cash out altogether, preferring instead to issue CBDCs. I don't like the idea of a cashless society, because if you want to break away from the central bank digital currency, it would be nice to have an alternative like cash. You also don't need to pack any passports or other digital ID for you and your family. ID and payments have merged and can be used in digital form. This is not only useful for traveling abroad, but also makes purchasing experiences easier. In fact, when you arrive at your destination airport to rent a car, your digital wallet is all you need to both pay and provide your driver's license. The rise of central bank digital currencies and strong digital identity has led to the ownership of many assets, whether it is the deeds to your house or rights to your content you have created, being securely linked to your identity. This enables you to prove your ownership without complex record keeping and intermediaries. So they take the central bank digital currency, they tie it in with your digital ID, and your digital ID tracks every single thing that in your life, your work history, your health records, and so on. This also puts you on the path to a social credit score. So if you're saying things online that they don't like, they could shut off your money. They could also shut off your digital identity, which would be required to get onto the internet in the first place. You see what I'm saying? It's like one road leading to slavery system. And that's why I don't like central bank digital currencies. And I'm absolutely not a fan of digital ID at all. But it would also be tied in with your digital wallet. But this is the path we're on. And this is why I said here in the United States and even all throughout the world, any country should have a digital bill of rights ahead of a central bank digital currency. The reason I think the United States is going to have a digital dollar is because we got to compete with the rest of the world. And the rest of the world is moving towards digital money. Now, because Trump said we're never going to have a central bank digital currency, a CBDC, in the United States, they're just going to call it something else. Most people don't even understand what a CBDC is. But like I said, I am not a fan. I still think they could use XRP to fix the current financial system. It works with fiat. Crypto-backed mortgages allow you to use Bitcoin, Ether, or other crypto as collateral for a loan without selling your assets. The process includes selecting a lender, locking your crypto into custody, appraising the property, and agreeing on loan terms. Benefits include tax perks, faster approvals, and access to liquidity while keeping your crypto investments intact. Like I said, we will eventually be borrowing against our crypto, paying it back with passive income we are getting off of other cryptocurrencies. Maybe you borrow against your XLM, pay it back with passive income you're getting off of your XRP. Never ever having to sell your crypto. DeFi puts the power of the banks in the hands of the people. DeFi was always the level playing field Trump talked about in his last term. DeFi is like handing you the keys to your own bank. It runs on transparent, self-executing blockchain code, smart contracts instead of middlemen. That means lower fees, faster transactions, and no gatekeepers controlling your funds or decisions. Anyone with an internet connection can lend, borrow, or earn interest worldwide instantly. It's financial freedom, putting power back where it belongs, with you. That's the path to you becoming your own bank. And all you need is an internet connection. But I keep telling you, don't rush to sell your XRP. Don't rush to sell any of your crypto. I think a lot of these options are going to start opening up all throughout 2025. It starts with regulations and institutional adoption. You're going to be able to borrow to go and buy a car, and then you could pay it back with passive income that you're earning off of your crypto. There are going to be so many options. You might even be able to borrow to open a business, small business loans against your crypto without having to sell your crypto. This is the future. This is what I always visioned for XRP. Way back when I first bought my XRP, and people back then were saying, you will become your own bank, but they never really explained how you would become your own bank back then. And it seemed like it was decades away, but it looks like it's all going to happen this year. But until it does happen, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.